So hello everyone, welcome to EduTap. And guys, welcome to another important session in which I will be discussing with you the most important topics that are relevant for examination. And the topics for today will be the SAFL program that is basically related to agriculture. And the second one will be Disha meeting that has recently been conducted place in the Jammu and Kashmir. Along with that, guys, we will also be discussing about a book that has been released by UNESCO on the intangible cultural heritage sites in India. But before that, guys, I just wanted to give you a glimpse of this very comprehensive and a very important guidebook that we have prepared for you. ठीक है? If I talk about this, generally common things जो आपके mind में आती हैं. If you talk about any organization, when I talk about RBI, so what will be your role structure in the RBI? What the functions you will be performing in the RBI? What are the different departments you will be getting in the RBI? So each and everything has been defined here. The thing that I was discussing, hierarchical structure of RBI. Not just that, guys, the things for which generally students search a lot, that is about the phases of the examination, the eligibility criteria, the previous year cutoffs, not just for phase 1, guys. This guidebook contains the cutoffs of phase 1 and phase 2 differently from the past 5 years, जो कि बहुत important है when you are preparing. Along with that, guys, it is giving you the detailed syllabus, the sources that you need to prepare the syllabus, not just about phase 1 and phase 2. This also contains information that is regarding your interview preparation. तो interview preparation के बारे में भी आपको यहाँ पे बताया गया है. And if I talk about the most important thing here, guys, 6-step domination formula, how you could dominate this examination, how you could clear this examination, the detailed strategy, ठीक है जी, फ्रॉम द एक्सपर्ट्स विल बी गिवन टू यू. तो वो सारा का सारा चीजें जो वहां पे आपको बताई गई हैं, फॉर विच यू जनरली सर्च अ लॉट. काफी ज्यादा टाइम स्टूडेंट्स का वेस्ट हो जाता है व्हेन दे कीप सर्चिंग ऑन दिस काइंड ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन. गाइस, यू आर गेटिंग ऑल दिस इंफॉर्मेशन that are within this 30 pages. You will be getting all the thing from what you will be getting in RBI to what you need to do and you could dominate the examination. Everything you are getting here, that is important. Not just for RBI, you will be getting the same information for SEBI also, as well as for NABARD examination also. Now comes a very important question, guys. If I'm talking about saving your time, the most important thing is आपको time और बहुत जल्दी save हो जाएगा. You just have to do one thing. There's a link here in the description below, guys. Click on that specific link and you can download these guidebooks that are absolutely free. Yes, this is the importance of this guidebook. These are absolutely free. We have prepared it to help you to prepare all the aspirants who are aspiring for this examination. बिल्कुल free है. आप download कीजिए and do let us know about your feedback on the same also. Now, I was coming to the questions that I was discussing. First program that I was discussed was SAFL program, which is related to welfare of farmers. So it is an initiative basically for the farmers or for the agriculture community that has been recently launched. You have to tell me which state has launched this initiative. It is an initiative of Odisha that has launched this SAFL program. Now here one thing is important. Most of the students might get confused on this initiative, SAFL program. SAFL, there are two programs. One SAFL program that we are discussing today is related to agriculture. On the other hand, there is again a SAFL program for which I have brought some information for you. अगर मैं बात करूं SAFL दूसरा प्रोग्राम कौन सा है, it is basically known as structured assessment for analyzing the learning level. So this is again a second SAFL program which is basically related to education. ठीक है, learning level की बात कर रहा है, which is an initiative of CBSE for classes 3rd, 5th and 8th so that their literacy level could be enhanced. ठीक है, तो उस चीज के so that they could assess the framework that is there for class 3rd, 5th and 8th. This specific initiative SAFL program is launched. So don't get confused. This is again a SAFL program which is basically on learning level. If it is on learning level, it is an initiative of CBSE. But if it is on agriculture, then it is a recent initiative that has taken place in the state of Odisha, which is the simplified application for agriculture loans. So how they are helping basically through this dashboard बनाया गया जहां से the farmers can easily avail the loan under this SAFL initiative. That is one thing. Now see here, one-stop solution for farmers and agri-practitioners so that they could avail formal sector credit. ठीक है, formal sector credit को enhance करने के लिए Odisha has taken this initiative. ठीक है जी. When I talk about the key thing here, it is a real-time notification. You will be getting the real-time notification of your loan application. You will be also getting the, it will provide the government with complete visibility of the demand and disbursal of the loan. ठीक है जी. इंटीग्रेट किया जाएगा कृषक ओडिशा विच इज एन इनिशिएटिव ऑफ ओडिशा गवर्नमेंट. ठीक है. एंड द इंपॉर्टेंट इज इट विल हेल्प फार्मर्स इन क्रिएटिंग द detailed project reports by referring to the model detailed projects report which will be available on the portal. So remember this thing, this SAFAL that we are discussing today, an initiative of agriculture loan, is this initiative of Odisha government. The next SAFAL that we have discussed just a few seconds earlier on learning level, it is an initiative of CBSE, that is for class 3rd, 5th and 8th, so that they could analyze the framework, and the important thing is it is aligned with the national education policy. So that is the difference between the two SAFAL programs that we came to know. Now comes to the second program of the day, that is the Disha meeting. So the question I am asking is, recently the Union Minister of State for Personnel and Pension has chaired the Disha meeting in the Keshwar in Odisha so that they could analyze the implementation of various centrally sponsored schemes in the Jammu and Kashmir district. You have to tell me which statements are incorrect about the Disha meeting. The first is, it is created by Ministry of Rural Development. Second is, it meets on quarterly basis at district level. It is created only in rural districts of India, both A and B and both A and C. Now let me see, pause here and let me see how many of you get your answer right here, because this is a very easy also but a difficult question here also. Let's see. So guys, do let me know. I'm getting you the answer. Do let me honestly know that. Comment on the tell me in the comment box how many of you have got this answer wrong. Okay ji, tell me honestly. Now if I tell you the answer here is that is only option C is incorrect, because it is created not only in rural districts, it is created in all districts in India. Now is the thing here, because many of you might be seeing कि देखो यहाँ पे Union Minister of State for Personnel and Public Grievances की बात की गई है, and here it is being saying it is created by Ministry of Rural Development. So there is a confusion here. ठीक है, you might be feeling option A will be incorrect, ये तो A तो पक्का incorrect है. Then the other students might have thought कि created only लिखा है, तो sir always say when there is written only word, you have to think about there, only rural district में तो नहीं होगा, तो A and C can be the answer here, option number E, and you will be surely confident that this answer of mine is right. Now guys, it is created by Ministry of Rural Development. The important thing to understand in this initiative is, chairperson is basically the senior most member of parliament which is elected from that district and is nominated by Ministry of Rural Development. So coming to the question now, why he has chaired? Because he might have been elected from Jammu and Kashmir and he has been nominated by Ministry of Rural Development to chair this meeting. That is this District Development Coordination and Monitoring Committee. This is known as Disha meeting that has recently taken place. So ये एक important point है under this meeting. If you have read this meeting, this is a very important thing to understand here. Now coming here, it is created by Ministry of Rural Development in all the districts. So that statement becomes incorrect. Objective that we have mentioned in the question itself is, because the purpose here is to monitor the efficient and time-bound development of basically the central schemes which are being implemented in these districts. So how they are performing, this is being basically monitored by this Disha meetings. Okay, now when I talk about member secretary, here will be the district magistrator. It meets on quarterly basis at district level, and the important thing here is meeting of the state level should be done at least once in every 6 months. So district level meeting जो हुई है वो अभी हुई है, ठीक है, and the state level meeting is basically conducted at least once in every 6 months. So this is about Disha meeting, guys. I hope this is very, very important, very helpful for you. Now coming to the next thing that I was discussing, that UNESCO has basically released a list of 50 exclusive and iconic heritage textile crafts of India. So this book has been released. You have to tell me who has authored this book. The answer for that is option number A. Ritu Sethi has basically authored this specific book. Okay, ji. Now when I talk about the name of this book, that is, the name is Handmade for the 21st Century, which is Safeguarding the Indian Textile. This is a book that has been released, which is being authored by Ritu Sethi. Now guys, here I have one thing for you. So here I have presented you the detail of each and every handcraft that has been given here, or the states from which this handcraft is associated. One thing important here is you do not have to cram all this data. You can take a print of this thing, have an idea, because if an examiner goes really far, he might ask you one of the जो हम बोलते हैं बहुत unpredictable question होता है कि this handicraft is related to which among the following, ठीक है? But then also I will say the probability here is very less, so you do not have to cram these things. just have an idea that which craft is related to which state. This will really help to you. One thing that has been mentioned here is the most important thing, the most important hiccup when you talk about intangible cultural heritage sites is that no proper data of that is being maintained. So UNESCO for that specific thing it has said, now that's why they have released this book so that a proper data could be maintained on the handicraft sites or the handmade textile crafts in India. So guys, this was all about the session. If you have liked the session, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, guys. Then to get the access of the PDF, what you have to do is, there is a link given in the description below. Click on the link and you will get the PDF of this lecture as well as the other lectures of PIB that I have taken, TKG. You will be getting them absolutely free on the Telegram channel. Still, if you have any kind of doubt, guys, you could drop me an email at hello@arrotype.co.in and you could even have a call with us on this number, that is 81462 07241. I hope, guys, the lecture is fruitful for you. Keep preparing, keep working hard. Wishing you all the best for examination. Bye-bye.